Alright guys, by now you guys should have already finished your Revit model. It should look, somewhat similar to this. If it's not exact, don't worry about it. We no longer need all of these little things on the side. And now we're going to go ahead and try to finish up our planning package so that we can start to have a site plan and a floor plan along, and fill out all of these annotations. So let's first figure out, our sidewalk. The house did not come with, we did not model the carport. Another thing too is that we don't try to model everything in 3D if we don't need to, because obviously that saves us some time. So sometimes we will just kind of fake it through hatches and things like that. But for now, I actually do like modeling the flat work and all the garden areas. I just find it a little bit easier later on when I go edit them rather than trying to do a hatch pattern on it, although you can. So first, let's go ahead and create some softscape and some hardscape around the project. Alright, so we're on the site plan view at the moment, and I'm not sure. Okay, cool. So you guys should see something similar to this, which is your actual roof and, of your 3D model. And then what we're trying to do is kind of make it look like this. So what we need to do is, and also I know that this is kind of turned cockeyed a little bit. Don't worry about it. I like yours to be straight up and down if at all possible. So what we want to do is we want to add all the flat work and all the softscape, and we want to kind of hide the existing walls and stuff like that because it's not necessary, and also show the carport that's actually part of the existing structure. So let's first go ahead and add all the flat work. I actually like to use the floor, and on the floor you should see a floor called 4-inch concrete flat work. We've created that in our studio ourselves, and we just use that to kind of create, the driveway. We'll just kind of go around this thing, and maybe the concrete comes up to somewhere here, and I believe we're just going to concrete this whole thing, or at least we're going to show this whole thing as concrete. Now again, I don't care if you guys make changes to this or what, the purpose is for you guys to just document what you want on the site plan. So when you do that, it kind of shows the concrete texture and the whole bit. And then for the softscape, again in our office we just use a floor, and we are going to just use a grass, which is basically a 4-inch thick model that I kind of put a grass material. So the grass will go somewhere here. So there's the grass texture there, and we're going to get it close to that. Oh, it seems like there's some hardscape here, which is fine. So then I just go back here and edit this thing. And again, I really do not care how you guys do this thing. Maybe the hardscape comes here so that you can walk around the house, so and that's okay. So that's the grass area, and then I have to do more hardscape, so I can add another hardscape, which will give me a break right here, or I can just come back in here and do edit boundary and kind of retrace my hardscape area. Oh, I know I'm going to get a carport, so I'm going to cheat and kind of come across here. So again, I do like to use the physical 3D data. So you can see now I have my grass, and then later on when I render this thing, it shows up quite nice. A couple of things too though, also the level. Right now it's on the first floor level. I would probably drop it onto grade if we have grade. Oh, we do. Oh, that's really low. Okay. And this is going to be also grade, ADU grade. And so it's kind of sitting on the dirt, if you will. Technically, this would be like 2 inches off of that, or an inch off of that, or, you know, depending on what you guys want to do. But you can always move that around. All right. So we'll come back here. So we have the site plan. So I'd like you guys to, you know, finish up all the detailing. All of these will be pavers, flat work. So I will create another floor and use 4-inch flat work. And you could do series of squares, you know, whatever pattern that you guys want. Obviously, draw them in scale, please. Do not just click and drag like how I'm doing. And that's going to get you into the front door. You know, front door somewhere in here. All right, so you got the flat work. Obviously, I want you to put your cars in here, so you might want to have more flat work here for the car. Maybe all of these, this guys get pushed back and this flat work continues out for the car. Yeah, actually we should do that. Let's move this out for now. You know, so that's the driveway, and then it's going to come in to create a little carport. Delete that, and then maybe create a little interesting pattern with some pavers, concrete pavers, to create a nice entry to the front door. Alright, so that'll lead you into the front door. This will be for our 2 cars. I do have a component called car. Thought I did. Oh, I guess I had it in there. But anyway, so where is it? Okay, so under the Annotate, under Components, now this is a 2D element, not a 3D. So you'll find those components, 2D elements, in the Annotate tab. You'll be able to go and look up standard car dwelling under cars with parking. It's a custom family that we created in the studio, and you should be able to put, you know, 2 cars like this as a symbol. Say I have 2 cars parking in this area. Oops. Just copy that over. Okay, so that'll represent car parking. They can pull out. Oh, maybe they should do this and go out. So maybe then, you know, we should maybe change the design of this a little bit so that they'll have a 3-point turn. You know, if you want to put a little radius here, do whatever you guys want to do to make the site plan work. But I basically would like to have a 2-car parking carport available next to the existing garage. Maybe there's a lot of concrete here, so let's again, I don't want to turn this into a design class, but at the same time I think that's a lot of hardscape, which means that I gotta now move this over. Alright, so again, I know that I've changed the site plan quite a bit. It doesn't matter what you guys do also. I just want you guys to have all the information that I've actually outlined for you. Go ahead and finish out this site plan to make it look like what we submitted. Oh, let me show you how to kind of mask out all this crazy things that you don't want to see. So you're going to go to Annotate, Region Fill. You're going to get a region that is a solid white masking, meaning mask all of this out. And then that carport does come across here. Go ahead and make it about 16 feet or whatever, some change. And just go ahead and mask out the whole footprint of this house. And I know I'm not matching the line perfect, but we can do that. So you can see now that's all masked out, and then you're going to call this out carport. You're going to label it existing landscaping and whatever, existing flat work, you know. And if this is new flat work, you probably want to draw a line to designate what's new and what's old. So you might, you know, you can even just do a quick detail line here and show that like that. You can call this new flat work. Okay, so go ahead and please finish this out for me and make it look as close to this as possible, and then fill out all of this information. So to do this, for lot coverage, what you're going to do is you're going to count all the footprint of the original house and the footprint of the new ADU, just the first floor, and the footprint of this garage. So 1, 2, and 3 items. Those will be what's considered what's covering your lot, you know, with structures really. Some cities actually ask you to even do the driveways, but I don't want to complicate things at the moment. So you're going to add this guy and this guy to the existing, and then you're going to add this guy to the new, and then give me a total lot coverage, right? And you will need to fill out this information here, which is a lot size. You should be able to get that, extract that data by measuring this your lot, or clicking on the lot. It should tell you how many square feet. And then you should have, we don't have that. You're going to call this, let me see, you're going to call this ADU, new. Right? And then you're going to put it on the, you should put a new thing right here. And then put the square footage right here. And then you get a total, and then total square feet. And then to get a percentage, you're gonna do some simple math. You divide the lot size by the total square footage to get yourself a percentage. And let me see. And then figure this out, guys. Don't make me kind of hold your hands all the way through. Okay? All right. We'll see you guys in the next demo.